Alright, so things have been going in the right direction for me health-wise.
On our adventure. Oh, you got freezing cold here.
Doing okay. We got home and I just crashed and slept for several hours playing Moana in the background. So today I was supposed to get my injections in my neck and my ketamine infusion to help with chronic pain from my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. You can learn more about that in this video here in the corner, but it didn't happen today because when I woke up this morning I still had fevers. Sorry, my voice sounds funny. That's better. I still had kind of high fevers and I called the surgery center and the nurse said, "You're sick, you don't feel well, the fevers are like one of our criteria for a no-go on the procedure." So we just rescheduled and we woke up at 6 a.m. to go to this thing and I slept less than 3 hours. I was having a lot of feeding tube pain and nausea. So Judd and I were up already and I looked at him like, "I'm not going to sleep anymore," and he said I looked terrible, so we just decided to come home. And at home I was able to sleep a little more, so rough night, rough day, but at least I'm home and I can relax. I have actually been rearranging a lot of things. I was supposed to do IVIG on Friday, but I am still sick and it's not good, at least for me, to introduce IVIG to my immune system when it's trying to fight off a sickness. Plus the infusion center has a lot of people that are immunocompromised, so they ask we don't come in if we're sick. So October has a lot of stuff going on. I've got the injections and the ketamine, I've got IVIG, I've got things going on with all my doctors and other testing, so I took care of that. And my antibiotics are done today, yet I'm still sick, so I've got an appointment with my primary care on Thursday just to get me checked out, because with my immunodeficiency, we just got to be extra careful. And yeah, just doing the best I can. Being sick really throws me out of whack, and just working hard to get over the sickness.
So Jack is feeling a little bit under the weather and she wants some chicken noodle soup. So I'm gonna go to Publix and get her some raw chicken breasts so she'll be able to make the chicken noodle soup. She makes a pretty good chicken noodle soup. I am not a soup fan because when it's 10 million degrees outside, the last thing I want to drink is a hot liquid. And I think people who do that are weird. That's why I think Jack is weird. One of the many reasons. Anyway, away to our state's favorite store we go. Stopped at Publix, got Jack some chicken breasts for her chicken noodle soup she's gonna be making, and I got some wings for myself because Publix, in case you don't know, Publix has the best chicken on earth. Best chicken, best sweet tea, hands down. I don't know where y'all been, but it ain't better than Publix, tell you what.
I am making chicken noodle soup for myself. Judd doesn't like chicken noodle soup.
It's too hot outside.
He doesn't like any soup, but I do. So I'm making the broth here. I'm going to put in some carrots and onions and chicken, of course. I do not have a recipe for this. I just go by taste, but I'm sure y'all can look up crock pot chicken noodle soup recipes. There's tons of good ones on there. Check out Pinterest. Love Pinterest. Ta-da! And I found some mushrooms to put in there. Mix it all up. This is going to be very tasty. But it takes quite a while to cook. That's alright, and the chicken will shred apart. Put some noodles or some rice in there. It's going to be really good. My hero is fixing this for me because what are these, cables?
Brake cables?
Yeah.
Like on a bicycle?
Yeah, like on a bike. So this controls the brake, but when I go to close this, it always stops it, and it's really annoying. So Judd's tying them up so it doesn't happen anymore. The power of electrical tape.
Has many uses.
Do you need your pocket knife?
Yes.
I put it in my pants.
Aren't you cool?
I felt cool. I got Judd that pocket knife for something. I think our 2-year anniversary.
Yep.
I engraved Beckwith
Oh,
on
it wasn't
it.
our 2-year anniversary. It was before I went overseas.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember anything.
Jesus. Jesus beans. Does our relationship mean nothing to you?
It means lots of things. I just can't remember exactly what. All right. Dust it out. Let's see. Moment of truth. My hands are in the space. Ta-da! It worked! That's amazing. But hopefully, I won't be needing this walker much longer.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Alright, so things have been going in the right direction for me health-wise. Getting sick obviously was a setback, but if y'all remember, we were doing 4 things to improve my health. One was switching my formula because I developed a formula intolerance to my original one. And I had diarrhea, cramping, I wasn't getting adequate nutrition, so I felt really weak. And this is day 7 of the transition to Kate Farms. I'm totally on Kate Farms formula now, and I'm doing much better. I don't have as much cramping. I'm starting to finally have solid bowel movements for the first time in months, and I'm feeling stronger, which is amazing. Another thing we were doing is restarting a POTS medication that I had to stop because when I got on my new insurance plan after getting married to Judd, they denied that medication. While my doctor gave me free samples to hold me over until they fixed that denial by appealing it or getting me on a patient assistance program, and that medication is now really getting into my system, so my POTS is doing better, and really those 2 things combined is helping me feel stronger and less dizzy and less weak and less off balance, so I'm not feeling as dependent on the walker. And I think if I hadn't gotten sick, I really wouldn't be using the walker so much anymore right now. So when I get over the sickness, I'm really interested to see how steady I am on my own 2 feet, and I may really not need the walker at all. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, of course, there may be bad days where I need the walker again, and I'll still need the wheelchair for longer outings because I've never been able to walk long distances without fainting or getting too fatigued or my chronic pain flaring. But the fact that I may not need the walker as much as I do now is exhilarating. You know, that was our goal all along. And the other things we were doing to improve my health was the IVIG, but we had to postpone it, the ketamine and injections, but we had to postpone it, and massage therapy, which we're working on setting up. Getting sick was a setback though, which is unfortunate, but hey, life happens. Everything we've had to postpone will be done in October as soon as possible within our schedule and the doctor's schedule. I'm also seeing my GI again in October to hopefully sort out the feeding tube pain, and I'm seeing his practice's dietitian. I have tried various diets in the past with little to no success, but since she went to school to become a registered dietitian and she's going to have access to all of my medical history, I am super interested to see what she has to say. I mean, I do such little oral intake as it is, I'm not sure a diet can really make an impact, but still interested. Remember that I still eat orally so I can maintain what little function my stomach has left. If I don't use it, I lose it. And one of the most frustrating things for me is I can eat something one day that settles well, and I can eat that same thing the next day and it makes me terribly sick. And my GI realized it was really frustrating to me, so he said maybe the dietitian can help me make better dietary choices that my body agrees with. And so I was totally on board with seeing her, and again, I'm like really interested to see what she has to say. You ready, babe? We're gonna do it.
I'd rather watch Black Sails.
No, we're finally doing it.
Hell on wheels.
We're joining everyone else and giving in.
We're conformist.
We are.
Well, I don't want to be.
We gotta try it. It was so good. So Janice showed me the first episode of Game of Thrones while I was with her in Orlando, and I got hooked. So I convinced Judd to watch the first episode with me.
You're holding me against my will.
No, you said you would do it. You totally did. It was good.
We're too far behind. There's 8 seasons.
We can catch. Yes, we totally can.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can. We can do it! Anyway, I got hooked. Babe, even Bob's Burgers makes a reference to Game of Thrones. So that it must be good if Bob's Burgers does it. You know? Gotta trust our Bob's Burgers. We're gonna do this. Let's see if Judd likes it. Let's see. I bet you a quarter.
No.
Shake on it. Bet you'll like it? Bet you a quarter. We do these quarter bets. So, what's the verdict on Game of Thrones?
It's not as good as Black Sails.
It's okay. I like it though. We watched 5 episodes back to back, so you have to have some interest in it.
I mean, Lord of the Rings is...
Oh my goodness. You know what? He said keep playing the next episode, so he enjoyed it somewhat. Show people your plate though. I kind of like overloaded him. It's a big piece of chicken with lots of food. And my soup turned out really well. I decided to put rice with it, so there's rice in there. It's pretty awesome. Also, my mom is home. Hey, Mom.
Yes?
Say hello.
Hello.
So, my mom has a delicious chicken salad thing here. And Judd has his veggies and chicken and mac and cheese. And I've got my soup and, of course, my feeding tube stuff. So, we've all got different dinners, but we're enjoying each other's company.
Cool.
Well, we enjoyed our dinner. Harlow has her dinner. You ready? Harlow, spin. Harlow, spin. No, Harlow. Hey, focus. I know you're hungry. Spin. Girl. Okay. Good girl. Right for the yogurt pop. Alright, take this. Okay, give it to me.
Joke's on you. You just lost a quarter.
No! I need my quarter. I totally won a quarter bet. Come on, Virgo sport.
No, I'm gonna be a thief.
Oh. I won the quarter bet because we came up here for bed and I said, babe, you want to watch a movie? And he said, no, let's watch Game of Thrones. And I was like, oh, you like it, which is awesome because we don't often find series that we both enjoy other than like Bob's Burgers and Rick and Morty.
That's somebody's show.
And that 70s show. But I just finished that, so.
I have not.
You gotta catch up then. But right now we're gonna watch Game of Thrones and go to sleep, and we're just happy to be back home. I'm happy to be home.
Me too.
And so is Harlow over there. So with that, we'll say goodnight and thanks for joining us on our adventure.